Your campus, your news, now.
Welcome to your UT News. I'm Marissa Lewis.
And I'm Louis Suida. Students came back to campus to find their work hours were cut. UT News reporter Miranda Palumbo tells us why.
An email came into students' mailboxes over the summer, and just like that, they had to choose: stay a resident assistant or quit their on-campus job. A new policy only allows students to work on campus 24 hours a week during the academic year. But this policy was not put in place because the university thought it was necessary. It came from the federal government. The new policy is in effect because of the Affordable Care Act. Vice President for Enrollment Dennis Nostrand has been working through the changes.
The maximum they'll allow would be 29. But what the 24 gives us is there's a lot of times that the offices have special events, they have special needs.
If students think they are going to go over the work hour limit, Nostrand stressed how important it is to talk to their supervisor.
If you go over the 24 for a week or two, and I gave the supervisor permission to do that, we're okay.
When it comes to going over more than once, there are consequences. The school could be fined approximately $2 million.
The IRS does a look-back period. And if they look back and they see there's a consistency, that's when they nail you.
That is a pretty hefty fee, but Nostrand has found that in the past, not many students have ever exceeded the limit that would have caused the fine. If students are still looking for more work on campus, they have options. Students can have a paid job and a grant from certain campus offices. For example, student government officer positions receive grant money for their work. But don't resident assistants receive the same sort of thing? And didn't resident assistants have to quit their job on campus? Resident assistants are the exception. There is a specific place in the regulations that makes a reference to resident hall assistants.
They saw the loophole and they closed it.
It isn't just the University of Tampa that has to change their policy. All of the universities across the country now need to limit their student workers. Fortunately for UT students, the administration has made some allowances that other universities don't have.
UT tried to be a little bit more lenient toward the students, and we went with the 24 hours. If a student looks up almost any other college or university, they're going to find it's 19 to 20.
Now the university is trying to make the best of the situation. Miranda Palumbo, UT News.
If you ever have any questions about work hour changes, your supervisor can provide you with all the information.
Celebrities taking part in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge have spread globally. It didn't take long for the challenge to get to the University of Tampa. On Wednesday, the Residence Hall Association dumped ice-cold water over their heads to support the cause. The Residence Hall Association then nominated other students.
Hey guys, we're with the Residence Hall Association of the University of Tampa.
We would like to nominate the University of Miami, the University of South Florida, Flagler, and St. Leo.
I guess we'll have to wait to see if other schools take the challenge.
As a college student, hopefully your goal is to get a job after graduation. One key way to help you do that is by getting an internship. Career Services hosted an internship prep workshop this week to give students tips on getting a head start on their career.
Student government is giving you more money. The decision to provide more money is only for registered student organizations. UT News reporter Miranda Palumbo tells us about changes in UT student government bylaws.
With the bang of the gavel and approval from the Senate, UT student government is helping student organizations. Throughout the year, organizations can ask student government for money, what they call appropriations. In the past, student organizations could request up to $1,500 or half of the cost for an off-campus event. As of now, student government senators can award up to $2,500 for off-campus events.
We have a lot of organizations and we have a lot of money to spend, and so this allows the senators to give that money out and allows the organizations to request for that money too.
They increased the amount as well as removed the statement about half of the cost. So, if a student organization's off-campus event cost up to $2,500, they could request for the full amount.
We found that people were kind of inflating their costs before, and so this allows the organization to put in an appropriation with the full amount that they need. And then if it's more than $2,500, they'll have to make up the difference if the senators approve up to that amount.
Not only is the amendment a big deal for student organizations, but this is a big deal for student government as well. This is one of the first times an amendment has been brought to the Senate for their first meeting.
We asked some of the older guys, the people who have been around before any of us have gotten here, and they said they haven't seen anything like this where there's an amendment proposed at the first Senate meeting.
Students have barely settled into their classes, and SG is already starting to have a positive impact on the campus community.
And so we're doing a lot of good work this year. We're going to make a lot of changes, and as you can see, we're making changes.
In order to vote and make these changes, you have to be a part of the Student Government Senate. There are positions open. Miranda Palumbo, UT News.
There are 2 freshman Senate seats open as well as 4 campus-wide Senate positions. Voting for the positions opens at this week's student government meeting.
In your latest sports news, the women's volleyball team defeated Ferris State University at their first game of the season. The Lady Spartans claimed victory in the first 2 matches, and Ferris State came back strong during the second half, but their effort wasn't enough as the Spartans took it home in the final match. The Lady Spartans kept a narrow lead in the last match and ended up winning 3 of their 4 matches. They continued to defend their rank as second in the nation with games throughout the week. That's all the time we have for today.
We'll see you next week for more UT News.